So, if you haven't heard, Kamala Harris' backgrounds are blacker than she claims to be. Y'all, Judge Joe just went on a crazy interview, saying she locks up black folks for minor fractions, sending youth to jail, hiding evidence, sleeping her way to the White House. Let's get into it.
How you feel about Kamala saying that she cleaned her collard greens in the bathtub? You seen that video?
Look here. If you ask any black woman around here, in fact, my niece over there or her homegirl, about that, they would look at you like you had lost your mind. You do not wash greens in somebody's bathtub. It's a dormitory bathtub, and just think about it, all those folk coming in there with skid marks in their panties and tighty whities, and you're gonna wash your greens where they wash their behinds. No how, no way. And then the other thing is they smell when you get through cooking them. So you're gonna do this in the dorm? And I mean, why do you need a bathtub? What are you supposed to be, the cook for the whole dorm or something? That's just beyond belief. That's just pandering. That's like carrying hot sauce in your purse. Like Hillary, I carry hot sauce in my purse, see? I identify. Not about, okay, that's on the lines of Tupac. You listening to Tupac smoking, and he's 11 years old. You know, that's like, hey. But you know what the deal is with that? There was an instruction that would be delivered to a jury. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you find that the witness has been less than truthful on one subject, you may infer that they have been untruthful on other subjects, and that may tend to impeach their testimony relative to these other elements. Or if you consider the gravity of their misrepresentation of the facts, you may discredit everything that they have attempted to tell you, which is just what you say. You keep lying when we can check you. Are we supposed to believe you when it might be a little bit more difficult?
She lost our trust way before stepping a foot near the throne. Because, let's be honest, her lies are a little too much. Someone who lies about his identity as a person can't be trusted.
No, you're a lying heifer, and you got yourself out there, and you profiled, and you tried to style, and it didn't work. We do not believe that you cooked up greens that you washed in somebody's funky bathtub that your mama would have jumped all over you about had you even thought about it, and everybody in the dorms would say you funked this place up. So what are you trying to do? Because greens smell after a while. So, what are you doing? Come on now. Maybe she's talking about I just thought of something. Maybe she's talking about one of those big galvanized tubs, So the colored folk are supposed to be squatted down in there with a bath brush, and trying to get their bath while they're doing it, and that's supposed to be the bathtub. But I haven't seen anything like that since I've been about 5 years old visiting some relatives out in the country. That's been 70 plus years ago. So I know she's lying on that too. Like you said.
Me personally, right, I don't see how you can hear that as a black person and not feel insulted.
Well, you said it. How you hear it without being insulted? It's like, come on now. What are you, a dog? Your tail wag? Do you get treats, greenies, kibble, bacon bits? Here, roll over. Let me scratch your tummy behind the ears, and you wag your tail and you can't really understand what's being said, but the dog whistles get blown. What's wrong? I mean, it strikes me that black folk need to stop acting so damn colored and Negro-ish. What is going on here? Get some pride. You're being talked down to. You're being insulted. Somebody's sitting there, did you hear what I said about him? Yeah, damn fool didn't even get it. You know what I'm talking about.
Not to put out any political vibes out here, but Trump has a point when he mocked her ignorance and claiming each culture when it suits her.
Yeah, but how you feel about Trump's appearance at the convention in Chicago? You seen that convention they had for black journalists?
He nailed it. And then remember when the idiot that was interviewing him, how can you call her a DEI hire? Well, all over X, within a few hours, they were playing the old tapes of Biden saying, we have to be progressive, and these things of diversity, equity, and inclusion demand that I bring in somebody like Kamala Harris to be my vice president. Hell, he said it when he announced the order. So what's wrong with him saying DEI? How can you say that? And when he said the rest of it, he was square on point. He wasn't lying. And you look like a fool when you start trying to jump somebody because you go for your propaganda, but you're supposed to be what? A news reporter? And you don't have anything better than that in your knowledge of what's going on, and the facts are so, I guess they have little bird wings or butterfly wings, and they fly off and you can't pluck them out of the air, so you look like a fool. Trump, I thought, handled himself pretty well in there. I liked it. I laughed. Yeah, it's like, big dummy, don't you realize you got embarrassed and you have no shame to realize it? It's crazy.
What you think about them giving Trump pushback for his comments? Him saying that, Kamala, she wasn't claiming her black side until a couple of years ago.
Let's put it this way, I probably have more black credentials than anybody that was on that damn thing, and I'd do the same thing that Trump did. Like, wait a minute, man, this dude, this like whatever she is, she's sitting there claiming, I've been listening to her for 20-some years. I was in California. She was claiming fame to be an Indian. Now, all of a sudden, she's black. She ain't never been mentioning no Indian except get us some D from, I guess she was getting her DNA dose from Willie and Montel, but I mean, it is what it is. You got to get your flow going, but what are you? See.
So you knowing Kamala before people knew who she was, and you don't recall her ever pushing her black side, ever?
No. What black side? I mean, what black side? And I find it disingenuous. You get all of these apologists who talk about, yes, she has slaveholders in her background, but it was probably because one of her black ancestors, a woman, got raped. No, that is not what happened in this case. It is directly on the white side, coming straight down, and as her daddy says often, he's Irish and he is Indian. So, where do you get it? Now, last I checked, I got the rule. You get somebody that's black and they're mixed with somebody French. Are they French or are they black?
As long as they don't lie about it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.